At this point, I think we know that almost all influencers edit their photos. Some only smooth their skin and minimize blemishes, while others completely change the structure of their face and body. And those are the influencers we're going to be talking about in today's video. I'm Mackenzie, and let's get into the top 10 influencers who look nothing like their photos in real life. But first, make sure to subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more. In at number 10, Tana Mongeau. I'm sorry if you've seen Tana on all of our lists of this nature, but it's impossible not to include her because she keeps getting in Photoshop scandals. One of her most recent editing fails took place in February of 2020. Fans were able to get a hold of paparazzi shots versus Tana's, and they were predictably pretty different. But that's just the tip of the iceberg with her, and there's some type of editing manipulation on every one of her photos, it seems. Not only has Tana owned up to the editing, she's also open about facial modifications, using filler and Botox. Some fans are happy that she at least owns up to all the editing, while others think it could be promoting the practice to her young fans that can basically make themselves look like Tana with the help of an app. Let me know your thoughts on that one below. In at number 9, Kristen Hancher. Kristen is a very famous Instagram model and TikToker who posts insane makeup looks on her Instagram, and her unique look has made her fans obsessed with her, with lots of them calling her a Bratz doll lookalike. But it seems like a lot of this could be a lie, as she's been called out for editing her face and body numerous times over the years. The most insane to me is when this Instagram account showed a before and after of her actually editing a Snapchat filter, which we know already distorts your face. Even though Kristen is naturally beautiful, it honestly seems like she doesn't even want to look natural, and instead she wants to look supernatural. Some even say that she resembles a Sims character at times. In at number 8, Khloe Kardashian. Even though we know all the Kardashians edit their photos, Khloe is definitely the worst. And it seems like she makes herself look different in every one of her photos, leading many to wonder what she actually looks like. The whole fiasco with Khloe's editing came to a boiling point when her grandmother MJ posted a cute photo of her at the pool, unedited, and she was so outraged about it that she filed legal takedown claims to get it off the internet. This video shows what's believed to be an unedited video of Khloe, and it's shocking to see just how unrecognizable that she is here. This scandal made Khloe Photoshop less, but allegedly she ended up making appointments with her surgeons instead. And at number 7, Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day has been going viral on social media after people have been comparing some recent paparazzi photos to her Instagram photos, and spoiler alert, they look completely different. The paparazzi photos taken of her walking her dog were the first time that she'd been seen out in public since October of 2019. And she was literally unrecognizable, especially when in her Instagram photos, her body is basically an entirely different shape. Aubrey has clapped back at the photos, saying the paparazzi ones are doctored, even posting a photo of her seemingly natural where she looks like her Instagram self. However, just days later, she was spotted at a pool, again looking incredibly similar to those paparazzi photos from before. There is speculation that the person in the paparazzi photos was not Aubrey, however the person did have tattoos in the same place as Aubrey, so people are pretty convinced that it's her. And at number 6, Alina Omovich. Alina Omovich, or Alina Star, is a Russian Instagram model who has over 1.5 million followers on Instagram. And just going through her page, her pictures look unreal, and not necessarily in a good way, in the way that I'm pretty confident that none of her pictures are actually real. Instagram account Celebface did a side-by-side of her photos versus her in real life, and the difference is shocking, mostly because she looks great in the original photos. It seems that in her Instagram photos, she tries to look completely unnatural. Her waist is incredibly small, along with incredibly large breasts and butt, a combination usually only possible with surgery or Photoshop. One commenter said that she looks like the mean mother from Coraline, while others commented that she's going to be having back problems very soon from her breast implants. Halfway at number 5, Yodit Yamen. I actually recognize this model because she's often featured on Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Thing as a model. She's known for her unreal body as well as perfect features, but based on some side-by-sides from Celebface, it seems that her beauty might actually be a lie. Not only has she had extensive work on her face and body, but it seems that she wears color contacts 24/7 to make her eyes look a shade of blue. Although it's hard to tell if her current look is solely due to injections and other modifications, or if she also heavily photoshops her photos. Some commenters say that she went from looking like a real girl to that of a reptilian or alien. In at number 4, Doja Cat. Doja Cat is an insanely talented singer. She's actually one of my favorite musical artists of all time. And a part of the reason that people love her is her hilarious and sarcastic content on social media. She's known for being a massive troll and playing into internet culture. So when she posted some photos of herself at the pool, many of her fans were shocked because her Photoshop fail was so bad that it almost looked like she was trolling. Many of the comments on the picture were asking if the editing was a joke or if she was actually being serious, which caused her to make a response. In the response tweet, she says that she didn't Photoshop her waist, but she did smooth her razor bumps, also telling everyone to just leave her alone. And at number 3, Natalie Halcrow. Natalie Halcrow is another influencer that's frequently on lists like this because she makes herself look so different in photos compared to real life. From the before and afters that I've seen, it seems that Natalie makes her nose way thinner and even a different shape. She also makes her face slimmer in general, and it looks like she makes her lips larger as well. She also accentuates her eyes in her photos to make them appear brighter. But even crazier, she was actually called out for photoshopping her baby bump. In these photos, it looks like she either edited her baby bump or forgot to edit it, because 2 photos on the exact same day were released. In one her bump was huge and the other it was very small. Let me know below what you think happened there. I'm really not sure. Some people say that she actually took the photo when her bump was really small and then was going to edit it to look bigger so like she could pass it off like the photo was taken when she was much farther along but she was skinnier. I don't even know. Very complicated. And at number 2, Sophia Jamora. Sophia Jamora is incredibly popular on Instagram, with her having a whopping 2.8 million followers. However, she's been called out multiple times for editing her body. From the photos, it doesn't look like she edits her face very much, just her body. And it's crazy to me because in the before photos, she looks literally stunning. Like, I would kill to be her before photos here. It seems that in her photos, she's trying to make her waist slimmer and butt larger, and even though she doesn't need to do this as her body's already amazing, it seems like she's trying to keep up with the Instagram beauty standard. And finally, at number 1, Maddie Crum. Maddie Crum, also known by her username I Blow Your Mind, is known for having an insane model-esque physique, with a very thin body and incredibly long legs and torso. But based on a side-by-side, it's clear that she's either photoshopping herself slimmer or she's incredibly good with angles. It also looks like she might have stretched the photo lengthwise, which would make her look taller as well as thinner. A lot of people commenting on the Photoshop are actually concerned for Maddie, as it seems that she has edited her body to the extreme. However, I do have to note that while I was looking at her more recent pictures, it does look like her photos are a lot more natural now, and she's not posting so many photos, like this that we're comparing it to, so it's great to see that progress. So that's all for the list, guys. Let me know your thoughts below on all of this, and make sure to let me know anybody that I missed that could be in a part 2. But before I go, I'm gonna shout out some comments from my video on scandals we all forgot about. G Flora said, Jaclyn Hill is the groundhog of the beauty community. She only comes out to sell her products. Couldn't agree more. She was actually uploading for a good point in time for like 2 months pretty consistently, doing her little like snack videos. I don't know if she released a product after all that. I'm gonna have to go check now. Then Ali said, I'm glad those poor kids are away from their horrible father and stepmother / siblings. Yeah, it's really sad. It's sad firstly when parents are using their kids for content, but it's even worse when they're using them for content in like a negative way. Usually parents are a lot nicer to their kids on camera, but like to be meaner, that's just a whole nother level. And Antoine said, Logan Paul, I thought it was his other video. Not too sure what you're referring to here as other video. I know he's had some, I don't know what you're saying here. Don't let me know in the comments what you're talking about because I'm sure it's inappropriate. Yeah, so just keep that one to yourself, Antoine. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and you want to see some more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on our social medias, and I will catch you all in the next one.